Book title: Madusa's Minds, Reflections of Ego version 1.0. Author: J.R. Wert. Chapter 56. From Me to We, Empathy Against Ego and the Battle for Deeper Connections. In the ever-changing dynamics of human relationships, empathy stands as a defender against ego-driven behavior. This priceless ability to understand and share another person's feelings serves as a cornerstone in the complex nature of our social interactions. Unfortunately, in a landscape increasingly dominated by narcissism and self-absorption, those who embody empathy frequently find themselves appalled at the quality of deteriorating treatment. Analyzing the negative impacts of ego reveals its tendency to overshadow consideration for others' emotions and needs, often giving rise to an environment where individuals feel marginalized and dismissed. In contrast, empathy not only permits individuals to resonate with the anguish and distress of others, but its true power lies in catalyzing actions aimed at alleviating such pains. Empathetic individuals, thus, don't stop at feeling others' pain. They are often the ones extending support and advocating for a transformative change in behavior, facilitating a healing process that benefits both the victim and the perpetrator. Through this lens, empathy acts as a catalyst, encouraging individuals to introspect and reform their actions upon witnessing their repercussions. Despite the mounting challenges in nurturing empathy in a self-centered society, it remains imperative to endeavor towards its cultivation, initiating with active listening. One must learn to fully engage in the narratives being shared without falling prey to interruptions or premature judgments. This practice extends to embodying different perspectives, an exercise that enhances understanding and tolerance. Moreover, being attuned to one's own emotional landscape can significantly foster empathy for those around us, a venture further aided by educating oneself on diverse cultures and experiences. A simple yet profound step in this journey involves indulging in acts of kindness, an endeavor that promises mutual happiness for both the giver and the receiver. It is important to acknowledge that empathy extends beyond a mere trait to represent a skill, one that can be meticulously developed through conscious efforts. Therefore, as we navigate through our daily lives, a persistent engagement in empathy not only stands as a moral imperative, but also presents itself as a pathway to a world echoing with compassion and care, thus providing a nurturing space for everyone. Navigating through life involves a constant reflection and adherence to one's personal values and the principles and beliefs that profoundly influence our decisions and behaviors. Core values including humility, self-awareness, and compassion frequently guide individuals in their relationships and encounters with others. However, in a society where ego consciousness often takes precedence, clashes with individuals steeped in ego can induce conflicts, leading to resentment and frustration. Ego consciousness is a path marked by a deficiency in empathy, where the pursuit of power and recognition takes center stage. This ideology stands in stark contrast to the principles of humility, which involve acknowledging the significance and validity of the feelings and experiences of those around us. Distorted self-awareness can act in synergy with ego consciousness, promoting an understanding of one's strengths and weaknesses while disregarding the impact of one's actions on others. A compassionate outlook, which emphasizes recognizing and alleviating the suffering of those around us, is fundamentally at odds with the egocentric viewpoint. These clashes become evident in daily encounters, where a disparity in values can give rise to conflicts, frustrations, and anger. These tensions manifest in various situations, such as when an individual who values humility finds themselves irritated by attention-seeking behaviors. Nevertheless, the inevitability of encountering ego-conscious individuals does not spell relentless conflict, as there are strategies available to navigate these situations without forfeiting personal values. One crucial approach is practicing self-awareness, allowing an understanding of personal reactions, triggers, and responses, facilitating a more composed and thoughtful interaction. Another pivotal strategy involves the exercise of empathy, fostering an understanding and respect for divergent perspectives, which not only alleviates conflicts but also initiates constructive dialogues. Moreover, seeking common ground can act as a unifying force, shifting the focus from differences to similarities and encouraging fruitful interaction. However, it is also important to discern when to participate, choosing battles wisely to conserve energy for meaningful interactions. As such, while traversing the complexities of interactions with ego-conscious individuals presents a formidable challenge, especially when their ideology clashes with one's intrinsic values. Maintaining a stance rooted in self-awareness, empathy, and sensitivity can pave the way for respectful and constructive dialogues. This approach not only honors one's values, but also encourages a culture of understanding and mutual respect. Watching a loved one caught in the web of self-absorbed conduct, a narrative heavily colored by their concern for personal facade, is undeniably soul-stirring. The anguish deepens upon recognizing the harm such conduct inflicts, extending beyond the person to affect all in their proximity. Still, witnessing the adverse domino effect in their existence, from frayed ties to lost chances, kindles an intrinsic urge to ignite their self-realization, to cultivate their evolution, and to shield the collective welfare. In holding on to the promise of transformation, one stands as a defender of support, passionately hoping for the ultimate good of the beloved as they wade through the confusion stirred by their own deeds. Embarking on conversations about change, therefore, demands a great deal of empathy and compassion. The initial step involves choosing an opportune moment that ensures the individual is in a calm and receptive state, ready for genuine dialogue. Playing the role of an active listener is critical as it fosters empathy and understanding by sincerely attempting to grasp their perspective and emotions. As the conversation progresses, offering a hand of support signals your unwavering care and readiness to stand by them on their path toward change. While the desire for immediate transformation can be overpowering, it's essential to embody patience and understanding that change is a gradual process that requires time and encouragement. It's a journey filled with self-realizations and learning, a path they must tread at their own pace, taking decisive steps toward growth and evolution. While the journey to assist a loved one enmeshed in ego-conscious behavior is riddled with challenges, approaching it with empathy, open communication, and patience can indeed pave the way for constructive discussions. It is imperative to retain a compassionate approach, fostering an environment that aids them in realizing the need for change, encouraging them to steer towards personal growth while ensuring that they feel supported throughout their evolutionary journey.